Hi there and welcome to the Dawn Show. Dawn Stenzel and Menti here. We are live and we are local. You know, fall is just a great time to curl up with a good book, get all cozy, especially for children. And the Free Library of Philadelphia has some phenomenal fall reads. And here to tell us all about them, our friends Dena Heilik, Department Head at the Free Library of Philadelphia, and Rachel Freed, Children's Librarian and Youth Services Coordinator at the Free Library of Philadelphia. Emphasis on free. I just recently went with my, to my kids, the whole book fair, and you end up, spending hundreds of dollars, which is awesome. But to go to the library, of course, it's all free and it's all good. The kids love it.
It can be an expensive habit, but we can help. With your library card, we could give you everything for free.
And if you don't like it, you give it back.
Really works.
Tell me which books, what are your hot picks for the fall for kids, picture books?
So I have two favorite picture books for fall. The first one is called Unicorn Thinks He's Pretty Great. There's a goat who thinks he's fantastic until the unicorn shows up at school and starts showing him up. He's feeling pretty bad about himself. He can make marshmallow squares, but then the unicorn makes it rain cupcakes. He can tap dance, but the unicorn can make it like rain glitter and he can fly over everything.
It's like the Jan Brady syndrome. Marsha, Marsha, Marsha.
Totally Jan Brady, but it has a happy ending. The goat and the unicorn share a slice of pizza, and it turns out that there's some pretty great things about being a goat as well. And it's the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Aww.
Yeah.
It's great, especially for kids. Maybe we have some cousins who've just moved back to the area. So it's a great book, I think, for kids to realize if they're going into a new school or accepting new kids, either way. It's a nice book to explain that with.
I think it's easy to be jealous, especially for kids, if you see somebody who has something that you don't have or is better at something than you are. But there's something that makes each of us special, and that's okay. It's okay. Everybody's a little bit different. Everyone brings something to the table.
Yeah, that's my mom always said, what makes us different is what makes us special, right?
Yeah.
Those cliches that you end up saying when you become a mom.
Yeah.
So you love that one. And it's the nice thing I like about that, it's not gender specific.
The goat and the unicorn, I mean, it's covered in sparkles. I'm not going to lie to you. But I really read the goat and unicorn as boys.
Okay.
And I read it this morning. I'm like, is the goat a girl? I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter.
So, yeah, boys like bling bling too nowadays. You know.
Everybody likes a little sparkle in their morning. Yeah.
And you're the sparkle in our morning. Sorry, I know, bad. So the next one is?
So keeping with the theme of pizza, I have The Secret Pizza Party. Our good friend Raccoon loves pizza more than anything in the world, but he can't ever get any because he's always getting shooed away from the pizza shop. So what is a raccoon who loves pizza to do? Oh, throw a secret pizza party complete with secret handshakes. Then he can finally have his pizza. It's from the author and illustrator who brought us Dragons Love Tacos, which was a really funny book. So for anyone who enjoys the sly humor of a Mo Willems, maybe a John Klassen, this is a fantastic and hilarious picture book.
Oh, it's adorable.
Yeah.
And what kid doesn't like pizza? Kids of all ages, right?
I have yet to meet the kid who doesn't like pizza.
You know, we were talking before the show started about our favorite childhood book from when we were young. Mine was Yertle the Turtle from back in the day. There's something about having a book as a child, as opposed to nowadays they can read them on Kindle or the computer. What is it about a book that you think is that connection, especially for a young child?
I think when a parent and child share a book, especially a picture book, but even a chapter book with older children, it's the closeness together, it's being together, it's sharing something together, it's the physical closeness, it's saying I'm busy but I'm taking time out of my day to share an experience with you. And that's the thing that memories are made of. You can't buy that in the store. You can't hug your iPad, although I've tried. You can't get your iPad signed by your favorite picture book illustrator. There's something about a book that's very nurturing that you can go back to time and time again.
Yeah, and you can pass them down too.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. And you can have them on your bookshelf and see them. I mean, you got a Kindle and you've got like 100 things on the Kindle. Do you remember what's on there? You can't see the covers, you can't see the spines, you can't flip through them. But you've got a little shelf of books and you can go, oh, I love that one, and you pull it out. And there's something like sense memory about that that you don't get with an electronic book.
What was your favorite childhood book?
The Paper Bag Princess by Robert Munsch. It's about a princess who goes off and saves the prince from a dragon. So
Little twist on the
my
traditional.
feminist mother gave it to me, and I have then promptly given it to kids with friends with kids who I have.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
And for you?
I think it was McElligot's Pool. It's a sort of forgotten Dr. Seuss classic. It's all about imagination and what could be and never giving up on your dreams. And there's these great, black and white illustrations mixed in with these full color double page spreads. It's a pretty great book.
Nice.
Yeah.
You have some chapter books for us?
I do have some chapter books.
By coincidence.
By
Happened
coincidence,
to bring them
I
in.
brought some new chapter books. So yeah, the first one I brought is Counting by Seven by Holly Goldberg Sloan. It is a remarkable book. The protagonist is a 12-year-old girl who's adopted. Her adoptive parents die, but they're the only ones who really appreciated her very special intellect, her almost Rain Man-like focus on details and pursuit of knowledge. But the great thing about this book is, even though her parents die in the very beginning of the book, it's not a tragedy. It's really a book that explores what is family, what is community, and how do we all come together and sort of explore the things that make us special. It's a rare protagonist who's this smart and this interesting, and I didn't really see what was coming, but it was great. It's a great read.
You loved it. And
I
that's for
loved it.
a preteen?
I would say this would be for, your 10 to 13 set. I think the protagonist can grow with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you got next?
My next book is Flora and Ulysses by Kate DiCamillo. She wrote the Newbery Award-winning Tale of Despero, which became a movie. This book is an illuminated adventure. It is Flora and her squirrel Ulysses. He gets superpowers after getting sucked into a vacuum, and he learns to read and write. It's very much like Charlotte's Web. It's the self-aware animal who learns to type poetry and stories on an old typewriter that Flora and her mother have, and they have a series of adventures. Hijinks ensue. There's a bad guy. Everything turns out great in the end. It's a really fun read for like your 8 to 10s.
Okay, I
Yeah.
love it. So we're going to continue with Rachel and Dena and what's new at the Free Library, some stuff for grown-ups too. We'll be right back as the Dawn Show continues.